It's dark 100.
It is.
I can barely see you.
Can you see me now?
We're going to this house over here where there are Model A's. And what is the purpose of today?
We're going to be on TV on the local television station, on a couple stations, I guess. So, you know, we've never been on camera before, so this is going to be really scary.
It'll be interesting to see how this all goes. Will we be on TV? I'm not sure, but we'll find out soon. Let me get out of this guy's way. We're getting things set up, getting some Model A's on display.
These are gorgeous, though. I can totally see
Go
getting
in the
into
garage
this.
and take a closer look.
See, my problem is I can do this. I just need a bigger garage. That's my problem.
Don't we all?
It is 6:41.
Oh, well, we got some time to think about this.
Yeah,
Good, and I can record and open.
and then I need to be at Sac State by 10.
Sac State would take an hour, 45 minutes.
Took me an hour, but there was no traffic because from Elk Grove, so Sac State's not quite that far.
Who's got Google Maps or Apple thing?
Every teenager. Cody Stark is here from Channel 1331. Model T's here. A bunch of the
You mean they bring the train?
So we should give
Probably won't fit in there, no. Well, I'll probably be driving the Caravan. He has a camera on the top, so we're just gonna shoot backwards, and he'll be in there probably with his own cell phone camera.
Oh, that makes sense. This is going to be fun.
I think it's the one Ellen Sanchez has, I think.
I've got.
Holy Land?
Hollyland. You ever use Hollyland?
No. I like these because they have audio limiter built in and all that. I don't clip.
Nice. No, you guys are fine.
Get in the way, Al.
Get away! My best side?
Is it against the rules to stick your mic on Cody when he goes live?
Go ahead, whatever you like.
We got a minute.
You got a minute? Excellent. Sorry, Cody.
I'm used to being abused.
You probably don't remember me, but we used to work together for a
Sucked
short
me
time.
into enough stuff over the years.
really familiar.
LEDs big time.
Yeah, you and I used to work together, actually.
Actually, I got
When
out
was
of
that?
lasers and into LEDs.
Like 2000
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm finally Look at these. These are amazing. These are absolutely gorgeous. I'm finding out a lot of stuff about Model A's. One is, John, it's a good little hobby to get into because it's affordable.
It is. It's very affordable. There were 5 billion of these made in production. But one of the things that really was kind of unique is they were, as they came out into the production, they were going into the depression. So people kept them. And as the depression wound down, the war started. And they had to keep them because cars weren't being made. So a lot of parts were made by Ford at the time and stuff, keeping it going.
But we're going to learn all about these.
Okay.
All about these this morning, and we're going to go for a ride. I'm very excited about this. I'm getting an A today. But I just found out I met the man that wrote the Bible. The Bible on Model A's. It's Les. We're going to talk to him coming up. Talking me into this, Courtney. They're talking me into this. Somebody hide the TV remote from my wife so she can't see this. Okay, Kevin, you're the one that invited me out here.
That's sure.
What are we going to do today?
We're going to take a drive down to Sacramento State.
Yes, finally. I'm getting an A at Sac State.
You going to ride in the car, or are we going to drag you along the back?
A little bit of both. A little bit of
Okay,
both.
that
A little
works
bit
out.
of both. Well, I appreciate the invite. This is so cool. How did you get into this?
My uncle talked me into it. I was in the boat racing, and he finally said, "Hey, you should get in Model A's." And for 30 years, he kept pestering me, and finally, I sold the boat and got into Model A's, and then more.
And then if you get into Model A's, the first thing you must do is get Les's book. You have to get Les's book. This is the actual Bible for building Model A's, and you wrote this because there was nothing else out there.
It was frustrating trying to work on one and know what to get and what it was called. And so I tell you what was interesting in all this is that I found out that people on the East Coast call things different than people on the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
So it really made it difficult to do any work on it. So I says, I got to bring all of this together in one book. And I really think this book is what has held the Model A people together, because now they can work on the cars. And the young people coming up, that we try to encourage them to get into Model A's. And actually our national club puts out a it's a $2,500 grant to work on their cars. And so this year we've got 18 young people in their teens primarily that are into Model A's, and we support them fully by offering grants of up to $2,500 every year. So I think we have 18 or 19 young people that we've issued grants to, and to help with the hobby. So we're actively working on trying to get younger people involved in the Model A.
Keep it going. Keep it going. One thing that I learned coming out here is that you can work on these. There's parts.
Oh yeah.
There's all the parts you need are out there.
There are probably somewhere around 70 Model A parts houses around the country. And so that really adds to the life of the car, because a lot of the older cars don't have access to the parts like we have for the Model A.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is cool. That
Yeah.
is very cool. What kind of reaction do you get when you're driving a Model A down the road?
The first reaction is you always see that iPhone pointed towards you.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to change lanes, you can't change lanes because they're blocking your way because they got their iPhone pointed towards you. So.
I have that same story in the Caravan. People do that. They pull around me and I'm like, ah.
And they're the only car that people want you to honk the horn because it goes ooga.
We will test that out.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely test
we're
that
going to hit the road coming up, but we're going to show you off all these beautiful cars coming up in the next segment. These things are gorgeous.
Trees panning on the hoods and these back of the headlights. Taking a little video of the back of the headlight of the cool stuff that's surrounding
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
just fun little things.
Yes,
that
I am. Did you know that the second oldest car club in the state of California is this car club, the Capital Model A's? We're going to check out the engines before we take off. Coming up. All right, who wants to volunteer to show me around the car? Paul, you want to do it?
Paul.
We need an engineer, Paul.
Sure you don't need us to put a little tape on them and tell you what each car is for?
I might. I don't know. I've never been on camera before. I might get stage fright.
Welcome back, Cody's Caravan. This morning we're with the Capital A's Car Club.
Yes, correct.
Model A Ford Car Club.
Yes, correct. We're one of the local clubs that belong to the National Club, the Model A Ford Club of America.
Okay. Paul used to work with us at the station.
Yep.
Yeah, he fixed everything. This guy's amazing. Okay, let's talk these cars.
Okay.
Well, what got you sucked into these?
Oh, actually, it was an episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood because Fred Rogers drove a 29 Ford Model A, and I just was hooked.
I should have known
Yeah,
that.
I
I
know.
should have known that. Okay, let's break
Okay.
these down.
So
What
let's
you got
start
right
here. Let's start here. This is an early 1929 Ford Model A. This, by the way, the Ford Model A was made 4 years. Essentially, the 28 and 29 was basically the same.
Okay.
And the 30 and 31 is basically the same. So 28, 29s would have been the same, although most of the early 28 cars had these fluted headlight lenses kind of thing. That's kind of a easy way to tell. But this 29 Roadster pickup, and they call it a Roadster because there's no sides, the doors, there's no windows on the sides or whatever.
okay.
You're kind of out in the open. You can take the top down, get some air. This is kind of the exact opposite of this car. Now, this is the car we looked at earlier, the 1931 Ford Model A four-door sedan. This is almost luxury. I mean, for a Ford anyway. This is a luxury car. It's a very smooth car. It's a little heavier. The Roadsters are light, okay? The sedans are heavier. So you get a smoother ride. You can get, the family goes in this thing. You've got plenty of seats, plenty of room. The dog, the dog doesn't have to ride on the, side.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you can get away with that now.
Real quick before we move on, we've got the hood open here so
Yeah.
we can see the engine. So this is a 4-cylinder?
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder, basically 201 cubic inch inline 4 flathead, which means the valves are not located on the top above the pistons like today's cars. They're down on the sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's keep moving on. Let's keep
All
moving.
right.
This one's got a story, though.
Oh,
This one's got a story.
yeah, this one has a huge story. And what is really interesting about this is a very early car. This is one of the early 28s. This car is called a special coupe. This was Henry Ford's favorite body style. So what's interesting about this, it's a coupe, so it's not 4 seats. But if you notice the top of this car, the top material wraps all the way around the back. Kind of like what we would call today like a cabriolet or something real fancy, you know. But Henry Ford thought this was a very luxurious, very elegant looking body style, at least for the day. And since this being an early car, it's got the fluted headlights and stuff. But there's also something really interesting too about the difference between 28, 29s, at least like in the coupes, is an interesting body line right behind the hood. It gives it kind of a carriage look.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was looking at it. It kind of looks like a carriage.
Right. Versus the 4 doors that have the smooth sides, this has that line right there that separates where the engine compartment stops and the passenger compartment begins.
Oh, well, now that I know all this stuff, it's time to go for a ride.
Yeah, all for sure.
Next segment, we're going to hit the road with these things, and they're going to take me back to college. We're going to end up in Sac State this morning in these models. All right, back to you guys in the studio. I'm going to get an A today at Sac State. All right, shall we shuffle the cars around?
I'm ready.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
That was great. Thank you, dude.
Anytime.
There's a Cody mobile.